Chronicles here. How you guys doing? You know I don't complain, but I got a lot to say. This is going to be addressed to the men. I just saw, and when I post this, I'm going to show you, I saw some mannequins that had pot bellies. Of course, that's not really what it is. What it is your intestines inflamed with food that your body cannot digest. What does that mean? That means that the reason for your protruded abdomen, because that's exactly what it is that there's foods that you're eating that your body just cannot digest fast enough for you to get the nutrients that you need. It doesn't burn. It just stays there and accumulates. And it accumulates. And it accumulates. Until some men look like they're about to have a baby. 5 months pregnant, 4 months pregnant, whatever. I don't know about the women other than myself, but I can say that because I know what it is, it's absolutely not healthy. And it's kind of like a turn-off. So now let me tell you some of the side effects of having a protruded abdomen. So right underneath your intestines, so you have that roly-poly, that round, and the reason why it's round because it's in your intestines, which your intestines, your large and small intestines, are circular around your organs. So, right underneath it is the prostate, the colon, and the testicles. So, and I'm not going to say this happens to all men, but I can say it happens to some men. The majority of the men that have a large protruded abdomen, they are 9 times out of 10 are going to have issues with their performance. So the prostate, the colon, and the testicles are going to be compromised, challenged by the free radicals, the parasites that are coming, that are seeping out of the intestines because they don't have anywhere to go. They're decomposing, and which parasites are going to be seeping out of your intestines. And because those organs, the testicles, the prostate, and the colon, because they are compromised, they're vulnerable, and they do not have any defense against the free radicals, which I call the bad army inside of our bodies, which can also be considered parasites. So, you have this stuff going on. God forbid if you are on blood pressure medication and your cholesterol is off, so now you're taking cholesterol medication, and if you're diabetic, you are taking diabetic medication, which all of those medications in combination, your shit ain't gonna work. And if it does, it's gonna work for a minimal amount of time, most likely just to go urinate. Now, I know men who have had some issues, and some men says, well, it all depends on the woman. No, you have to be able to stand alone on that, honey. We ain't doing all that much work to get it up because it's an inside job. It's internal stuff. Foods that you're eating that's causing the protruded abdomen, that's, the weight is coming down on your organs that's right underneath it. Now, it's no different from a woman, but we're not talking about women right now. We're talking about the men. And I know that men, if that organ is going to be compromised, they are going to have some other issues. For example, the way you feel about yourself, your self-esteem, your confidence level, it's not going to be that high. It can't be if your stuff don't work. So now you're going to be gaslighting me, and I'm talking about me, talking about us, talking about whoever it is that you're trying to please. Here comes the excuses, and now you're going to blame it on us because maybe we didn't do something, or maybe we did too much of something and not enough of something else. I don't know. All I know is that it's a very unhealthy thing, and I personally am not for it. I don't talk to men that have that because I already know there's going to be issues. So one of the reasons why I asked in the beginning, does everything work? And does everything work doesn't actually equal sexual, but I want to know how healthy you are. Like, I really want to know how healthy you are, and if there's something that I can do to move you along, if you're open. Now, if you're not open, okay, I think I missed my turn. So I'm at my spot. I'm going to come back to this. I don't know if I can.